Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a hot minute since I posted, and that's because at the time I was in college and I didn't have time to regularly post or really post at all. It was in my last semester of college, so I had an internship, I was focusing on graduating. Now I graduated from college and now I have a full-time job, so I don't have any more free time than I did before. So I'm probably going to be really bad about posting on time. But I wanted to post a video because I want to get back into reading. Since I started at this job, I'm a marketing coordinator, by the way, and I'm really motivated right at this exact moment to read. That's what I'm going to do. Over the past couple of months since I graduated, I started 3 books, but never finished. And it's not that I lost interest. I stopped reading all because of different reasons, and I'll get into those when I explain the books that I'm going to be reading. But right now, what the plan is, and it's probably going to change eventually, is now every weekend, since I have the weekends off, every weekend I want to have a themed reading vlog where every weekend I pick a theme for the books that I'm going to read. And the theme for this video is to finish the 3 books that I started and never finished. There was a bug over there. Now, the first book I started back in January. That was Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. It's set in a time when the President of the United States is a Latina woman, and her son basically falls in love with the Prince of England. And it goes from it's a hate to love relationship. But this one, I stopped reading because I went on vacation in January and went to Montana to go snowboarding. So I brought the book, but I never once picked it up while we were there. And when I got back, I couldn't really remember what happened within the first 58 pages. So I put it down and then picked up The Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan. I picked this up because I was getting in a Rick Riordan mood. So I read The Lightning Thief in like 3 days, and it was amazing. And then I picked this one up and got to page 110, which is in the middle of a chapter. I stopped reading because for some reason I wasn't in the mood for Rick Riordan at the time, but I want to finish this book because it's so short. I can get it done today. But I put it down and was like, okay, well, I want something else to read. So I picked up A Whole New World, A Twisted Tale by Liz Braswell. And if you don't know of this series, it is it's a Disney book. It's based off of the original Disney movies. Each of these Twisted Tale books is focused on the main plot, and it's a what if question. For this one, it's what if Aladdin had never found the lamp? I picked this one up the day before I got my wisdom teeth out, which was maybe 3 weeks ago. After I got my wisdom teeth taken out for that whole weekend, I was just in pain and I just wanted to watch Netflix and sleep for the next 4 days. And so that's what I did. And then after that, you know, I was really new at my new job. I had only been there for a week, and now I've been there for a month. And I just have no time to read because when I get home, again, I'm really tired and I just want to go to sleep. So I want to get into that habit of reading every night, and I want to get back into the habit of reading every weekend. So for the rest of this weekend, it is 3:05 Saturday. For the rest of today and tomorrow, I am going to try my hardest to finish these 3 books. I think I'm going to continue A Sea of Monsters because I am the farthest through, and I think I can finish this one today, and I think that if I do finish it today, it'll get me motivated to start another one tonight and maybe even finish tomorrow. So I'm gonna go get into my comfy pink chair, which you can kind of see back here, and get to reading. So, okay. I completely forgot how good Rick Riordan's writing is. Like, he writes for middle grade kids, and I'm 20, but it's still really good to like read his books and enter the world of gods and goddesses and monsters and all this stuff, and it's just so funny, and he writes like he's in middle grade, and I just think it's really funny that I'm 20 and still enjoy Rick Riordan's books. But I do remember I started this series, I read it for the first time when I was in middle school, and the Olympian series, which is the one that I'm reading right now, is a really good series, but the Heroes of Olympus series is the one that comes right after this one. And it is my favorite by far. It is so good. There are so many new characters. It introduces a completely different ancient civilization's beliefs. I just got a text. It's amazing. So I can't wait to finish this series and then get on to the next one. But I just wanted to come back on here and say that it's really good, and I'm glad that I continued to read it. Just another side note, because I'm procrastinating. This is the bookmark that I'm using right now. This is the bookmark that I use for most of my hardback books because it's really nice and I really don't want it to bend, so I don't put it in my paperbacks. But it's a picture of little bitty Dobby, and it's got a little tassel, and it says, "Master has presented Dobby with clothes. Dobby is free. Dobby the house elf," and it has a little sock. Jeez. Okay, so it is now 6 o'clock, and I'm on page 225, so total I read 125 pages in 3 hours. Apparently I'm a slow reader. So I've got about 5 chapters left of this book. I'm definitely gonna finish it today. Well, apparently not if I'm such a slow reader. I'm about to go take a break and go eat some dinner and shower, and then I'm gonna come back and finish this book. But it's getting really good. I don't want to spoil anything because I know a lot of people haven't read it, but I recommend it. It's getting good. This whole book is like setting up everything that's gonna happen for the rest of the series. Like the first book kind of created the world of the lightning thief. The lightning thief created the world of Percy Jackson and all of the gods and goddesses and the Rick Riordan world that is what it is now. And the second one is setting up the prophecy and the whole thing with Kronos and Luke and all that jazz. So it's you're getting a lot of new information, but nothing's really getting solved. And then all of you people who have read it know the big thing that happens at the end of this book. That is the major cliffhanger, kind of. But I'm not going to say what it is because it's a huge spoiler. But I am excited to get to that part. And then, but yeah, I'm going to go eat some dinner right now. Okay, so the last time that I was on the camera was when I was about to go eat and take a shower and everything. So I did that, and then my little sister had a meltdown, and so her and I sat down and watched a movie in my bed, and then she fell asleep in my room. And after she fell asleep, I did finish The Sea Monsters. So it was chaos last night, and then this morning, my sister wet my bed. So that's why all my sheets and pillows and stuff are here. And my bed's drying right now. So it was chaos this morning too. It's 10:07 in the morning, Sunday morning. So I have all day today to try to finish A Whole New World. Sorry, I'm completely blanked. A Whole New World by Liz Braswell. For the rest of today, I am going to try to finish A Whole New World and get to Red, White, and Royal Blue. For some reason, I cannot remember that book's name. But I did finish this book last night, and it was really good. It ended how I expected it to end. It didn't change. The first book ended complete. You know, it started off with a plot and a problem, and then it solved itself. So there wasn't necessarily a need for a second book, but this book set up the entire rest of the series. So you know there's going to be a third one. You know at least there's going to be one more, but now we know that there are 3 more books in this series. And in this one, there was a prophecy that was prophesized a long time ago that has to do with children of the big 3. brothers, which are Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. I don't want to spoil it because there is a huge spoiler at the end of the second book. So I'm not going to say anything else, but basically this book sets up the entire rest of the series, and it did it in such a great way. There was a lot of adventure. There was an unnecessary romance between a satyr and a cyclops. I can't wait to read the rest of the series, and I think I might make that my challenge for next weekend. Sorry, my sister's now playing the drums. Let's get to reading this book. Okay, so I don't know if any of you have read a Twisted Tale series, but these books basically are the original stories by Disney, like the original movies and everything, with a twist. So this one is a whole new world, obviously Aladdin, and the question is, what if Aladdin had never found the lamp? And that is the what if thing that changed in this story. So it starts off the same as the movie. You know, you do get a little bit of background on Aladdin and how he came to be alone as a street rat. So you get a little bit of background about his parents. And you do get to see Jafar, like, from his point of view and everything. You don't really get to see Jasmine's point of view, at least not yet. I'm assuming we might get there. So it starts off, you know, the market scene and him meeting Jasmine and him finding out that she's a princess, and everything's pretty much the same in the beginning as the movie. And then Aladdin gets put in the dungeon, and that's where he meets Jafar disguised as an old man, and he goes to the Cave of Wonders. So that's where it kind of changes. He does go to the Cave of Wonders. He does actually find the lamp, and he brings it to Jafar, and, you know, the cave's crumbling down because Abu can't control himself. And what the part that changes is Abu never actually takes the lamp back from Jafar. So that's the part that I'm at. I'm going to take a break right now and go get something to eat. I did end up reading 50 pages. I'm on page 81 right now. So I did get a nice chunk read 50 pages in an hour. I'm such a slow reader. The story is now going to take a completely different path in the movie. It's really good. I mean, obviously right now, up until now, it's the same as the movie, so obviously it's going to be good. But I'm curious as to whether it's going to be as good as the movie. My dog is barking. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat something real quick, and then I'm gonna come back and finish reading the book. Hello, I might look completely different. That's because all the footage that you just watched was filmed by me 3 years ago. I have been in a big video slump. I used to make videos all the time when I was in middle school and high school. And then I got into college and I wanted to do it again. And then I got a full-time job and I got really busy and I got married and now I have a house and I'm an adult now. But now that life is starting to calm down a bit, I have some time where I would like to read more and make some more videos. So to conclude this vlog that I tried to finish a long time ago, I ended up finishing A Whole New World, and it was really good, and it opened up a whole new world for me, and I started collecting the rest of the Twisted Tale series, and now I have all of them up to date. And I'm really enjoying them. I think I've only read 6 of them, and there are 10, I believe. And Disney has published a completely other series about the villains and their origin stories by Selena Valentine. That doesn't matter. And so I have started to read that series as well. And then as far as Red, White, and Royal Blue, I'm so sorry that you didn't get to see that in that vlog because that was my favorite one out of those 3. It was absolutely wonderful. I loved seeing LGBTQ rep in a romance, and I typically hate romance novels, but that one was really good because it was actually really funny, and it opened myself up to contemporary romance novels. And now I have Beach Read, The People We Meet on Vacation, Book Lovers, and what else? The Bridgerton series, oh my God, lovely. So I really am glad that I filmed that vlog and I'm watching it now, because now I can see how those 3 books have impacted my reading taste today. And I hope you really enjoyed it, and I'm sorry I didn't get to finish it, but I wanted to let you know that I'm doing great now and my life is wonderful now, and I plan on vlogging more. Bye. Have a good day.